Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
It's time for Southern Boone County Eagles softball on the Show Me Sports Network.
Turian Cares, Eddie Goodell Society, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, Last Sentinel Firearms, Retrieving Freedom, Sawdust Studios, Southern Boone Booster Club, and
Zealous WBGT. The excitement is building in the stands, and the tension is rising in the dugout as first pitch is just around the corner. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball on the Eagles Radio Network. Now let's go live to the field of the Show Me Sports Network broadcast booth.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. Blake Gasaway here with you as we are just a little under 10 minutes away from getting our ball game underway as the Southern Boone County Eagles sitting at 14-9 on the season. They get to play at home tonight, hosting the Jefferson City Lady Jays, who sit at a record of 13-15 on the season. As these two teams match up here, as the regular season winding down for both of them. Tonight's game, though, a little bit bigger than the game of softball. It's the Brooklyn Strong game here tonight, as Brooklyn Smith unable to play this season as she was diagnosed with cancer over the summer. So they're doing a fundraiser here. They've got a good-looking barbecue meal going on, as well as special uniforms for the game. Some other taking donations, some other things happening as well. So lots going on. And as I said, what a great way for the two teams to come together to give the family a fundraiser and help offset some of those medical bills, as they are wearing, again, special uniforms here tonight. We'll get into that as we go along in our pregame show. Don't forget, if you've not done so, head over to our social media on Facebook and like our page. You can also give it a share. Just find us there at Show Me Sports Network. You can find us there, and that will give you a little bit more information. There's a little bit of a write-up that was put out on Brooklyn's story just a little bit about her and some of the other activities. Also a pancake benefit on Saturday. We got the information for that up there as well. But these two teams, again, matching up. Regular season winding down for both squads. As for Southern Boone, after this game here, they've got one game left, and that is set for Monday, as that game here at home, ending the season at home. Osage, the Lady Indians, will be here taking on Southern Boone. So that is the last regular season game. Then we'll get set for district play, as we know exactly what that's going to look like in the Class 3 District 4 tournament. The seedings have been released. Hallsville, Lady Indians at number 1. Number 2 seed is Macon. Number 3, Father Tolton. Southern Boone, the number 4 seed, Centralia, number 5. Number 6 seed will be California. Number 7 is Booneville. And number 8 is Moberly. So our games for district will be at Centralia. Quarterfinals, we'll have number 1 Hallsville and number 8 Moberly. They'll have the 5 o'clock game. We'll have that broadcast on our sister channel, the Show Me Sports Network 1 or SMSN1. We will have that game on the air. And then for Southern Boone, number 4 seed, they will be taking on Centralia, number 5 seed. That'll be at 7 o'clock. And we'll have that game here on the Show Me Sports Network 1. So taking a look at the starters, leading off in center field will be Kaylee Redkay. Left field, batting second will be Elliott O'Donnell. Pitching, batting third, Avery Reynolds. At first base, batting fourth will be Amaya Ford. Catching, batting fifth, will be Emma Friedman. Playing on third base, batting sixth, will be Summer Branch. Playing shortstop, batting seventh, will be Jayla Nicholson. In right field, batting eighth, will be Amara Ford. And at second base, Michaela Lubring. So they've changed up their lineups just a little bit from what I've seen. So taking a look at these starters for the Southern Boone County Eagles, sitting at 14-9 on the season. They'll start in right field. Sydney Turner should be batting leadoff. Pitching in the circle, batting second will be Paige Cruzan. Catching, batting third will be Gracie Britton. Designated player, batting fourth will be Emily Dehaas. At shortstop, batting fifth, Brooklyn Center. Batting sixth at third base will be Paige Provost. In center field, batting seventh will be Ashlyn Ussery. In left field, batting eighth, Nova Porter. Second base, batting ninth will be Addison Wren. And at first base, and the flex player will be Addie Lang. To round out their starters, of course, in the circle again is Paige Cruzan, the sophomore. Matching up for the Lady Jays, their pitcher in Avery Reynolds. So starting lineups finishing up here. So we'll take a break here for the national anthem as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
At Southern Boone School District, our educators do more than just teach. Lives are being shaped for the future before they even enter a classroom. For students to succeed, it takes an entire district-wide team. Our students need you. Join Southern Boone School District's team today, now offering competitive salaries and benefits for all positions. Visit ashland.k12.mo.us and click on the Employment tab.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
So just finishing up the pregame ceremonies here. As tonight we said, Brooklyn Strong Night. As Brooklyn will get the honorary first pitch here at the ballpark. Cruzan will give her the honorary first pitch. Again, lots of activities here at the ballpark celebrating a Brooklyn Strong Strikeout Cancer game. As they've had the shirts for sale. They've got some food going on as well. They've got a pancake feed on Saturday. Lots of activities as Brooklyn continues to have her fight against cancer. The funds raised goes to the family to help offset the medical expenses that they incur with this. So they'll pass or get ready to start here. Get Southern Boone wearing their special uniform for tonight. It's got black tops, the black pants. They've got the lime green socks, the Southern Boone Eagle logo on the front of the jersey. White numeral on the back. It's got a lime green and white polka dotted ribbon on the front. And for the Lady Jays, they're wearing their black pants, but they've got a gray top with the green ribbon, as well as the JC logo in the front, the red numeral on the back. They're wearing their white/gray socks here for this game. As leading off will be Kaylee Redkay. She's a sophomore. First pitch to her, down central, called strike one. So Redkay down in the count now at 0-1. Again, first batter. As our ball game underway, that one's going to be fouled back. So she'll be down in the count at 0-2 as Paige Cruzan, the sophomore, starting in the circle for Southern Boone. That pitch, and one upstairs. So that takes the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. That pitch down central, called strike 3. So 1 up and 1 down via a strikeout for Cruzan. So this will be left fielder in Elliott O'Donnell. O'Donnell, a sophomore. She will bat on the left-hand side of the plate. First pitch to her. A little bit upstairs, a little bit outside, ball 1. Pitcher Avery Reynolds in the on-deck circle for the Lady Jays. Cruzan's next delivery, that one outside as well, so that'll make it 2 balls and no strikes. Again, 1 out here as we play in the top of the first inning. Cruzan looks back in. She gets the sign. Next delivery. That one's going to be swung on and missed. That'll take the count. 2 balls and 1 strike now. So next delivery from Cruzan. That one caught the outside part of the plate. Now we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. O'Donnell will step back in again on the left-hand side of the plate. She'll choke up on the bat just a bit. 2-2 delivery. That one's going to be fouled back, so we will try it again. This count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cruzan will toe the rubber as she gets the sign. 2-2 delivery. That one swung on and missed for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down quickly. 2 strikeouts on the day so far for Cruzan. Stepping in now is pitcher Avery Reynolds. Reynolds, a senior. So she steps in. Right-handed batter. First pitch called strike 1. Cruzan looking to make it a 1-2-3 inning. Retire the side in order. 0-1 delivery. That one bounces across home plate. Britton keeps that in front of her. That'll take the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. So Cruzan again looks back in. She's got 2 strikeouts in the first 2 batters. 1-1 delivery. That one upstairs. Couldn't get Reynolds to chase that one. So that'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Amaya Ford in the on-deck circle. That one's going to just miss. So now it takes it 3 balls and 1 strike to count. Next delivery. There's going to be a well-hit ball foul down the third base line. So now we're full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And just one more regular season game left for Southern Boone after this game here tonight. They'll play at home on Monday, hosting Osage. So payoff pitch on its way. That one is low and inside, so the first walk issued to Reynolds. So that'll also be first baseman Amaya Ford. So they're going to have a courtesy runner as Kyra Meyer, the sophomore, into courtesy run for Avery Reynolds, their pitcher. So Meyer will stand on first base. 2 outs on the board. First delivery. Upstairs, ball 1. It's Ford, a right-handed batter. She will step in here. Cruzan looks back in. 1-0 delivery. That one's going to be down central. They'll throw back to first. Meyer is in there safely. Good idea there by Britton to try to gun her down at first base. There's going to be a ball hit foul as that was out of the zone. Got Ford to chase it. So it'll be a 1 and 2 strike count. Next delivery, that one bounces across home plate. Britton doing a nice job of scooping that off the ground. Looks like she's going to throw to first, but does not. Two-two delivery. There's going to be a ball hit high in the air as it'll be in foul territory. It will not be caught, so we'll still stay at 2 and 2 strikes. Again, tonight's game, the Brooklyn Strong game, or Brooklyn Smith, raising money for her family, help offset medical expenses. 2-2 pitch, that one just missed a little low. Let's see more information about, a little bit about her story and what it is on our Facebook page. Just search for Show Me Sports Network. Payoff pitch is on its way. That one's going to be sliced foul over the first base dugout, so we will do it again. So Ford will step out. She'll want the hands off. Now she'll step back in. Maya Ford, a junior. That one's going to be swung on and missed. And third out is achieved. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on the base path. We'll take a quick break and be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Well, we'll go to the top of the lineup here for Southern Boone. It's their first chance to bat. They will lead off with right fielder and Sydney Turner for Turner. She is a sophomore for Southern Boone. So she will lead off here. Left-handed batter. She's facing off against Avery Reynolds. First delivery. She'll take that. She showed bunt, pulled it back, called strike 1. They will pull first base as well as third base in. We've seen Turner have some infield hits. We've seen her have some hits into the outfield as well. So that pitch, that one missed just outside. That'll even the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Turner will dig back in, long look in to get the pitch sign for Reynolds from the dugout. 1-1 delivery. She's going to show bunch. She'll lay down the third base line, trying to leg it out. The throw is going to be not in time. Pops out of the second baseman's glove anyways. She was covering the bag, so Turner will get credit for an infield hit. That'll also be pitcher Paige Cruzan. Cruzan, a sophomore. Cruzan steps in here. She's got a runner on first base with nobody out. Her team trying to strike the scoreboard first. First pitch from Reynolds. That one called strike 1. She was taking all the way there. Gracie Britton, the catcher, will be in the on-deck circle for Southern Boone. So we're tied 0-0 here in the bottom of the first. There's going to be a hard hit ball back up the middle. It'll be gloved by Short. She'll turn. Will not make the throw for the double play. So that'll put Cruzan on first base. Now this will be Gracie Britton. It's Britton, a freshman for Southern Boone. They're going to go out and have conversation here as head coach for Lady Jays, Zach Miller, out having a conversation. I think he's wanting some interference there. That's what he's looking for. As it stands, Cruzan at first base. So the umpires are going to have a conversation here. While they do that, we're going to talk about district play. As we said, Class 3 District 4 action. That is set for next week. As next Wednesday, a week from today, will be quarterfinals action. Southern Boone, number 4 seed, they will be playing number 5 Centralia. All these games are at Centralia. That'll be a 7 o'clock first pitch. Hallsville will be playing in game 1 at 5 o'clock. They're number 1 seed, Moberly number 8 seed. They will have the 5 o'clock game on Wednesday. Again, all those games at Centralia. So they do say that Turner is out at second. Cruzan safe at first. So that'll also be, as we said, Gracie Britton stepping in after having that discussion. That's Britton. First offering. Trying to put the brakes on, but could not pull the bat back. She takes strike 1. That went inside a little low. But Reynolds got her to pull the trigger on it. Designated player Emily DeHaas in the on-deck circle. There's going to be a bouncing ball towards first base. It will be fair and no throw as Cruzan will be at third base. As she is safely there, then diving into second base is Britton. Couple mental mistakes there for the Lady Jays as Britton hits a slow roll bouncing ball down first base as Lainey Shearer will come in to courtesy run at second base for Britton. So now this, again, stepping in, designated player Emily DeHaas, the senior. So Cruzan standing at third base. Britton standing at second, but courtesy runner in for her is Lady Shearer, the freshman. First pitch to DeHaas is strike 1. Shear at second, Cruzan at third. DeHaas looking for a couple of RBIs here. 0-1 delivery. That one caught the bottom part of the plate for strike number 2. So no balls and 2 strikes. And DeHaas stepping in, she will kick that left foot out just a little bit more. Open her stance up with the 0-2 count. There's going to be a swing and a miss for out number 2. So 2 outs on the board. Now this will be shortstop Brooklyn Center. Center, a freshman. She steps in here in a right-handed batter. So 2 outs, 2 runners on. First delivery from Reynolds. That one's going to be foul tip back. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike the count. There's going to be a ball that's going to be fouled out of play. So Center will be down in the count at 0-2. That pitch low. So now the count will be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next delivery from Reynolds. That one's going to be fouled off her leg, so Center will stay alive. At 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, we play here in the bottom of the first inning with neither team having scored. 1-2 count. Reynolds will look back in. Has 2 runners on the base path, does Center. She's going to hit that one off the handles high in the air. As coming in is the left fielder. She will make the grab for out number 3. In the inning, there were no runs. There were 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on the base path. We will take a quick break and be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
We need you. We need you. We need you.
We need you, now more than ever.
The Southern Boone School District is hiring part-time bus drivers for route athletics and activities with no experience necessary. Our drivers enjoy flexible work hours, paid on-site CDL training, and paid time off, all while helping our community. The position offers competitive pay. Go visit sbschools.us/employment.
We need you.
In today's world, injury prevention is at the top of everyone's list. However, heat-related occurrences get routinely overlooked. Zealous WBGT puts that front and center. By using cutting-edge formulas and technology, Zealous WBGT streamlines and simplifies obtaining and documenting wet bulb globe temperature readings. With a simple touch of a button, you can check WBGT anywhere in the world, receiving alerts when the WBGT goes over the threshold you select. Join the stress-free way to protect student-athletes, employees, and overall operations from extreme heat by downloading the free Zealous WBGT app today. Save time, save money, save lives with Zealous WBGT.
So we go to the top of the second inning, still scoreless, as this will be batters 5, 6, and 7 due up. Emma Friedman, the catcher. She is a senior. First pitch to her. Straight down central, called strike 1. It looked like she was taking that all the way. So she'll be down in the count at 0-1. There's going to be a hard hit ball. That'll be fair down the third base line. That'll put her on first base. Well, she rips that into left field. Second base runner here. So they're going to have a courtesy runner here. Get to that in just a second. Third baseman Summer Branch stepping in now. Summer, a freshman. First delivery from Cruzan. She'll show bunt. does Branch and bunt it foul. It goes back to the backstop. So Allison Carwile, the sophomore, is a courtesy runner standing at first base now. So Branch will be down in the count at 0-1. She will stand at the front of the box. She'll lay a bunt down towards third base. No glove. Provost throws to Lang for the out there. It does move the runner forward a base. Goes a 5-3. Now this will be shortstop. Jayla Nicholson, the shortstop. First pitch, ball one. Nickerson, a freshman. Apologize, called her Nicholson. That's what I wrote down. So Nickerson, that pitch low and inside. Takes the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Again, 1 out runner on second base. 2-0 offering. That one in there called strike one. Volleyball squad for Southern Boone has showed up, so their practice done. They're over here supporting the softball team. That one misses, ball 3. That'll make it 3-1. Also supporting the Brooklyn Strong game here tonight. So Cruzan will look back in. 3-1 delivery to Nickerson. That one swung on and missed. So now we'll be full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So payoff pitch on its way. That one's going to be a ball lifted to center field. Going back on it is Turner, and it doesn't matter because it goes out of the yard. It's over her head and over the fence, so Nickerson has a 2-run home run. They celebrate that home run. At home plate with her. First pitch to Ford. This is Amara Ford. He's in there for strike one. She's going to swing and miss that one. Strike two. Big cut there. So that 2-run shot gives the Lady Jays a 2-0 lead. Next delivery. That one's going to be fouled back. Will end up down in front of me as it's fouled off of Britton. Got the home plate umpire just a bit as well, but they both say they're just fine. So 0-2 count. Just 1 out on the scoreboard. That pitch inside and low, backed her off the plate just a bit. That one about the same place. So that'll make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, 1 out here. It's a 2-0 Jeff City lead. That pitch, that one just a bit inside upstairs. So we started off 0-2. Now we've gone full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors for the Lady Jays. That ball's going to be hit high in the air into right field. Coming in on it and making the grab, he is Turner. I said Turner in center field earlier. I was mistaken. She's in right field. is Ussery in center field. Now stepping in, this will be Amelia Kripe. So first pitch to her is ball one. That one swung on and missed. That evens the count. One ball and one strike. 1-1 delivery. That one's going to be popped up in the air. Britton trying to track it down. She will do so in foul territory for out number 3. Well, 2 runs are put on the board on a couple of hits. No errors. Nobody left on the base path. We will go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 2-0 Lady Jays over the Eagles. We'll take a quick break and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. This state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 Lady Jays lead. As leading off will be batters 6, 7, and 8. This will be Provost, Paige Provost leading off. For Provost, she is a junior for Southern Boone. She's the first pitch in the dirt. That one called strike 1. That one will be downstairs and low. Ball 2. That makes it 2 balls and 1 strike to count. So Reynolds looks back in. That one is going to be a bouncing ball to short. They'll glove. Throw to first in time for out number 1. Now this will be Ashlyn Ussery. As Ussery, a senior for Southern Boone, she'll step in with 1 out here. So she steps in, left-handed batter. She's going to hit a slow roller to second. They'll glove, throw to first in time for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down. This will be left fielder and Nova Porter, the freshman. So Porter stepping in here. Right-handed batter. She's got 2 outs. Nobody on the base path. Her team trails 2-0. First pitch, she's going to hit that to the second baseman. She'll glove, throw to first for out number 3 there. As 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on the base path. We'll go to the third inning. Lady Jays 2, Southern Boone nothing. We'll take a quick break and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog Tracer, who has been my best friend and my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
Attention Eagles fans, here's your chance to help the student athletes of Southern Boone County by becoming a member of the Southern Boone Booster Club. Your gifts help provide all Southern Boone County athletes with a safe and positive experience while attending our school district, and also help purchase items that our sports team couldn't otherwise afford. You can join the Southern Boone Booster Club this season for as little as $25. Membership is open to everyone. Interested in joining? Look them up on Facebook by searching Southern Boone Booster Club or email them at sbcathleticboosters@gmail.com. Let's go Eagles!
We'll go to the top of the third inning here. We'll go back to the top of the lineup, and Kaylee Redkay. She's 0 for 1. That one's going to be a long fly ball, but foul down the third base line. There goes a long strike one. Redkay again 0 for 1. That's a backwards key recorded in her only at bat. That one's going to be swung on for strike two. Cruzan got Redkay off balance there with that swing. So no balls and 2 strikes here. Next delivery, that one's going to be swung on and missed for out number 1. 4th strikeout of the day. So that'll also be Elliott O'Donnell, a left fielder, stepping in. She's 0 for 1. She struck out as well. First pitch to her. Upstairs, outside, ball 1. So it'll be 1 ball and no strike count. Next delivery, that one also outside and low. That'll make the count 2 balls and no strikes. Cruzan in the circle. That pitch down central called strike 1. That'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike to count. O'Donnell chokes up a little bit on the bat. Next delivery, that one is going to be fouled out of play. So that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And 1 out on the scoreboard. Cruzan looking for strikeout number 5. 2-2 delivery. There's going to be a ball hit shallow to shortstop. That will be gloved by center for out number 2. Now this will be pitcher Avery Reynolds. She will step in here. 2 outs on the board. Her team again leading 2-0. First delivery. That one called strike 1. Reynolds walked. And the only at bat so far today for her. 0-1 delivery. That one low. So now we're even at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 delivery from Cruzan. There's going to be ball popped up as that will land behind the dugout here on the third base line. So that'll take it 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Next delivery. There's going to be a ball hit in the air again. Center will catch it for out number 3. So now we'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Lady J still leading 2-0. We'll take a quick break and be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
We go to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be batters 9, 1, and 2 coming up. The second baseman, Addison Wren, the sophomore. So Wren leads off here in the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Turner and Cruzan to follow her. So Wren will step in, left-handed batter. They will pull third in, about a couple steps. First pulled in, maybe a step. She'll take a swing and miss for strike 1. So she'll be down in the count at 0-1. Reynolds looks in. Next delivery is going to be a bouncing ball, taking it short. Throw to first for out number 1. Goes a 4-3 put out rather. Now right fielder Sydney Turner stepping in. Turner had an infield single to lead off the game, one of those 2 singles, but then got stranded. Sorry, got out on a fielder's choice. So 1 out here. First delivery to Reynolds. There's going to be a hard hit ball high in the air to shallow center field. Catch is made for out number 2 by the center fielder. Now pitcher Paige Cruzan stepping in. She reached on a fielder's choice. Gracie Britton in the on-deck circle for Southern Boone. So 2 outs here for Cruzan. First delivery to her. In there called strike 1. So she will be down in the count at 0-1. Well, they say scoreboard says it was a ball. There's going to be a ball hit into left field as it'll be caught by the left fielder for out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We will go to the 4th inning. Still a 2-0 lead. We'll take a quick break and be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
We go to the top of the 4th inning. Lady Jays still have a 2-0 lead. It'll be batters 4, 5, and 6 for Friedman and Branch. Are the 3 due up? So Cruzan looking to make it another 1-2-3 inning here. First delivery, down central, called strike one. So Ford will be down on the count. She's playing first base. Down in the count at 0-1. Next delivery from Cruzan, that one upstairs. That evens the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. As Ford will step back in. 1-1 delivery. It's going to be swung on and missed. That'll take it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The next pitch on its way. It's going to be a ball hit well into shallow center field. It was high in the air, but coming in and making the grab in center field is Ussery. So this will be catcher Emma Friedman. She had a single in her only at bat. First pitch from Cruzan upstairs, ball 1. She'll be down in, or heading the count rather, 1-0. Next delivery. That one down central, that evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. See the football squad making their way back from practice here. As they walk by the field. That pitch, that one going to be upstairs. That makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Big matchup this Friday night. Southern Boone will be on the road at Hallsville. It's a good matchup there. The two teams have a friendly rivalry between the two. 2-1 delivery. That one swung on and missed. Evens the count at 2-2. We'll have coverage of that game. We'll have the night off tomorrow, then have the football broadcast Friday night. Pregame will start at 6:30. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock here on the Show Me Sports Network. 2-2 delivery. That one's going to hit her. So Friedman will be hit by pitch. So we're going to have the courtesy runner again. So this will be Allison Carlisle. So she'll be on first base. This is Summer Branch. First pitch to her. Upstairs, ball 1. One ball and no strike to count. Again, 1 out here. Runner on first base. That one is going to be called strike 1, so that'll even the count at 1-1. There's going to be a pitch fouled off. So that'll make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. And runner on first base, courtesy runner there, 1 out here. So we play in the top of the 4th inning. Lady Jays lead 2-0. There's going to be a ball hit into left field, coming in, making the grab. They'll throw, but not in time, as making the grab is Porter in left field. So that goes as out number 2. So now it's to be shortstop, Jayla Nickerson. She had the 2-run bomb over the center field fence in her only at bat on the day so far. Same situation as it was in the top of the 2nd when she hit that 2-run homer. Runner on first base. 2 outs. That pitch upstairs, ball 1. One ball and no strike count. And 2 outs here on the board. A 1-0 delivery. That one low. That'll make it ball 2. So count goes 2 balls and no strikes. As Nickerson will step back in. And she's got a 1-for-1 day with a 2-run home run. Next delivery, that one upstairs. That makes it 3-0. And she will get to be picky now. 3 balls and no strikes. She'll get to be picky on what pitch she's looking for. Cruzan's 3-0 delivery. That one down central. Called strike 1. So Cruzan trying to battle back here as she has a 3-1 count right now against Nickerson. 3-1 pitch. That one in there called strike 2. So now we're full of 3 balls and 2 strikes. And 2 outs on the board. Runner on first base. Payoff pitch. That one's going to be hit, popped up in the air as Cruzan will make the grab, slide to one knee for out. Number 3 as she gets that out in style. Gets a good hand from the other players as that'll take us now to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is still a 2-0 lead. We'll take a quick break and be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Lady Jays still leading by a 2-0 score. They've been leading by that margin since the top of the 2nd inning. Stepping in, this will be batters 3, 4, and 5. This will be Britton. First pitch she sees low, ball 1. And Britton and DeHaas and center, the 3 due up. 1-0 delivery from Reynolds. That one called strike 1. So that'll leave in the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Reynolds, 1-1 delivery. It's going to be a bouncing ball, so it'll be taken at short. Double clutch there, throw to first, not in time as Britton legs that out. Tough play by the shortstop. They're going to have a courtesy runner as Laney Shear will come on. As stepping in now will be Emily DeHaas. First pitch, there's going to be a ball that's hit into center field. That's going to get down and go to the wall as they're going to wave the runner around. And the run will score as sliding in is Shear. DeHaas gets an RBI double. As she sends that to the center field wall. Now this will be Brooklyn center. Center steps in. She's going to foul that back. So she'll be down in the count at 0-1. Feel some raindrops, so pardon me while I get my rain coverings here, as that is going to be thrown to first. As they say, it took the first baseman off the bag. So center will be standing at first base via an E5. So now this will be Paige Provost. First pitch, she will foul that back. For strike one. A few sprinkles fall at the ballpark here. Well, that one's going to be fouled out of play as well. It should. So we're covering up the equipment so that if it does decide to rain, we don't lose our stuff. So 0-2 count. As that one is going to be fouled back, so we'll still stay at 0-2. Again, ball game lead has been cut to 1 at 2-1 now with this RBI double. As it'll be runners on the corners here for Provost. That pitch low. They will throw down to third. Center will take second base. So 1 ball, 2 strike count. Next delivery is going to be a ball hit foul down the third base line. So we will still stay at a 1-2 count. And bottom of the fourth inning we play. It's a 1-run lead now at 2-1 for the Lady Jays. That pitch, that's going to be called strike 3. Hear the crowd groan at that. Now this will be center fielder Ashlyn Ussery. She is 0 for 1. So Ussery has runners at second and third with 1 out on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Reynolds looks in, first pitch. That one's going to be swung on and missed for strike 1. Nova Porter, the left fielder, in the on-deck circle. So Ussery, the senior, steps in. She's going to foul that one off, so she'll be down in the count at 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. And long look in here, get the pitch call in from the dugout. Reynolds looks back in. There's going to be a slow roller back to the pitcher. They'll throw to first, coming home. The throw is way offline as D. House will score coming in. And taking the lead is center as both runs score. So now Southern Boone has the lead at 3-2. Now this will be Nova Porter. So Nova Porter steps in. That one's going to be sliced foul. So 3 runs plated here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Southern Boone leads by a 3-2 margin now. 0-1 delivery. That one's going to be fouled off. So we'll do it again. And no balls and 2 strikes. And 2 outs, nobody on the base path for Southern Boone. As Reynolds in the circle. That delivery, that one's going to bounce across home plate. So 1 ball, 2 strike count. And Southern Boone leading by a score of 3-2. Addison Wren. She's in the on-deck circle. 1-2 delivery. It's going to be a slow roller back to Reynolds. In the circle, she'll throw to first to get the out there. So we go to the 5th inning of work. Southern Boone leads 3-2. We'll take a quick break and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Southern Boone School District, our educators do more than just teach. Lives are being shaped for the future before they even enter a classroom. For students to succeed, it takes an entire district-wide team. Our students need you. Join Southern Boone School District's team today, now offering competitive salaries and benefits for all positions. Visit ashland.k12.mo.us and click on the Employment tab.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
Well, stepping in now will be Amaya Ford. She will lead off. It'll be batters 8, 9, and 1. His first pitch to her way inside. Ball 1. She is the designated player here. Cruzan looking to get out of the inning as quick as possible. There's going to be a bouncing ball to third. It'll be off the glove of a diving Provost. They'll glove and get the throw as center backs her up. Gets the throw to Lang for out. Number 1, long throw there, but they were able to get that. Goes the 6-3 put out. This will be right fielder Amelia Kripe. So she steps in here. Her team trailing for the first time here today. She's going to slice and foul that back. Strike 1. First time Lady Jays have trailed. That pitch is going to miss, ball 1. So that'll leave it a 1-1 strike. Don't forget, if you haven't done so, be sure and head over to our social media pages. Find us on Facebook. Just search Show Me Sports Network. 1-1 delivery. That one's going to be hit off the glove of Cruzan and into center field. And it'll be a 1-out single for Kripe. She'll be standing at first base. We'll go back to the top of the lineup. Just after 6 o'clock here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gasaway here with you. The exclusive home for Southern Boone County Eagles Athletics, the Show Me Sports Network. So now this is center fielder Kaylee Redkay. Top of the 5th, we play. 3-2 Southern Boone lead. That one fouled back. Strike 1. Said if you've not done so, head over, find us on Facebook. Just search for the Show Me Sports Network. Give our page a like, give it a share as well. We're on Twitter at Show Me Sports Net. Didn't have enough characters to put Show Me Sports Network, so Show Me Sports Net. Next delivery, that one swung on and missed, so count will be 0-2. Also on YouTube, again, just search for Show Me Sports Network. We are in the process of archiving all of our games. It's just a very slow process, so getting all those up. Next delivery, there's going to be a ball hit into right field. So that'll take a couple bounces in front of Ussery. This will be Elliot O'Donnell, the left fielder. So it'll be 2 runners on with 1 out here. So O'Donnell steps in. First pitch. This is just a bit outside, ball 1. Like I was saying, we archive our games on YouTube as well as anywhere you can find podcasts. You can find our broadcast archive. That one's low. Britton has that pop out of her glove, but not far enough for anybody to advance. So if you can't catch one of the games, you can always go back and listen to our archive game. 2-0 delivery. That one low, ball 3. So that makes it 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 pitch. That one low, ball 4. So now the bases are loaded. Bases loaded here. Pitcher Avery Reynolds. She had a walk as well. Popped out to shortstop. So she steps in. Bases loaded. Her team trails by 1. 1 out on the board. There's a hot shot ball fouled on the third base line. So she will be down in the count at 0-1. And 1 out, bases loaded. Cruzan looks back in. 0-1 delivery. It's going to be a bouncy ball back to her. She'll glove, throw to first for 1. Sorry, home for 1. They'll throw to second for the double play. So that does get out of the inning as still a 3-2 lead intact for Southern Boone. We'll take a quick break and be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Addison Wren will lead off the inning here as first pitch fouled off. Strike 1. And Southern Boone leads by a score of 3-2. Said had to cover everything up.
We need you. We need you. We need you.
We need
Cover everything up due to the couple of raindrops that were coming through. I believe we're out of that now. There's going to be another one fouled off. Still going to keep things covered up just in case. There's some big drops that fell briefly and lots of little ones. So Wren will be down in the count at 0-2. Next deliveries, they pull the infield in. That one will be upstairs. Take the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reynolds looks at the play call on her wrist. And she either didn't like that one or didn't get what the call was, as she has to look back into the dugout. Now she set 1-2 delivery. That one missed just outside, as we're even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 ball, 2 strike count. Next delivery, it's going to be a slow roller to the first baseman. She'll glove, she'll race to the bag, step on it for out number 1. So they 3 unassisted. Now top of the lineup will go to Sydney Turner. Sydney Turner 1 for 2 rather. She's playing in right field here today. So she steps in, left-handed batter. 1 out on the board. Southern Boone leading by a score of 3-2. First delivery. That one's going to be hit high in the air. And it's coming over as the shortstop. She will make the grab for out number 2 in foul territory. Also be pitcher Paige Cruzan. She steps in. Get her team leading by a score of 3-2. Cruzan steps in the left-handed batter's box. Reynolds finally steps on the rubber here. First pitch, there's going to be a ball. That is caught by the shortstop for out number 3. As that was hit on the money, but Nickerson robs a hit there. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on the base path. We will go to the 6th inning here. 3-2 lead for Southern Boone. We'll take a quick break and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
We need you. We need you. We need you.
We need you, now more than ever.
The Southern Boone School District is hiring part-time bus drivers for route athletics and activities with no experience necessary. Our drivers enjoy flexible work hours, paid on-site CDL training, and paid time off, all while helping our community. The position offers competitive pay. Go visit sbschools.us/employment.
We need you.
In today's world, injury prevention is at the top of everyone's list. However, heat-related occurrences get routinely overlooked. Zealous WBGT puts that front and center. By using cutting-edge formulas and technology, Zealous WBGT streamlines and simplifies obtaining and documenting wet bulb globe temperature readings. With a simple touch of a button, you can check WBGT anywhere in the world, receiving alerts when the WBGT goes over the threshold you select. Join the stress-free way to protect student-athletes, employees, and overall operations from extreme heat by downloading the free Zealous WBGT app today. Save time, save money, save lives with Zealous WBGT.
Well, we go to the top of the 6th inning. Still a 3-2 Southern Boone lead. Still a few more raindrops. This will be batters 4, 5, and 6. Ford, Friedman, and Branch. As back-to-back pitches now fouled off for Ford. She's down in the count at 0-2. Cruzan working in her 6th inning here as the Lady Jays come to town to face the Eagles. Tonight, Brooklyn Strong game. That one fouled off as the Brooklyn Strong game. Strikeout cancer game as funds raised tonight help Brooklyn's family with medical expenses. So no balls and 2 strikes to Ford. Cruzan's next delivery, that one low. So we go 1 ball, 2 strike count. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. 4 left on the base path for Lady Jays. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 2 left on the base path for Southern Boone. That one's going to be swung on and missed for out number 1. This will be catcher Emma Friedman stepping in. She is 1 for 1, has a single, scored a run, also hit by pitch. First pitch from Cruzan down central, called strike one. So Friedman will be down in the count at 0-1. One out on the scoreboard. Delivery, there's going to be a ball popped up in the air. That'll be caught by center at the shortstop position for out number 2. That'll be third baseman Summer Branch. She is 0 for 2. Here today, most recently, popped out to left field. So she will step in. The Lady Jays trailing 3-2. First offering from Cruzan. That one's going to be popped up. It'll be tracked down. Britton will catch that in foul territory for out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on the base path. We will go to the bottom of the 6th as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. The state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
Now leading off the bottom of the 6th inning, batters 3, 4, and 5. This will be Britton, DeHaas, and center. The 3-2 up for Southern Boone. First delivery, that one low. Britton will be heading the count. At 1-0. Reynolds entering her 6th inning of work here. So 1-0 delivery. That one in there for called strike one. I think Britton was taking all the way there. So that evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Next delivery. That one's trying to check her swing, but could not, so that'll put Britton down in the count at 1-2. So 1-2 the count, Britton stepping back in. Reynolds, long look in. Next delivery, there's going to be a ball hit foul on the third base line. It would have been extra bases had that been fair. So Britton down in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strike count. Reynolds next delivery. That one misses low, so now we're even again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Southern Boone again leading here in the bottom of the 6th inning by 3-2 score. Two-two delivery. That one's going to be hooked foul. Got her to reach out, try to connect with that one, and she pops it over the first base dugout. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, nobody out here as Britton leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-2 delivery. That one way upstairs. Now we're full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. That gets by the catcher. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Reynolds will toe the rubber in the circle. Her payoff pitch on the way. That one upstairs, so Britton will jog down to first base on the walk. Now this will be designated player Emily Diaz. So they're going to have a courtesy runner now. Lainey Shear. So Shear goes to first base. Emily Diaz steps in. First pitch to her, low ball one. A 1-0 delivery from Reynolds on its way. That one downstairs. Ball two. Diaz heading the count at 2-0. There's going to be a swing and a miss. I'll take the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, Southern Boone leading by a 3-2 margin here. Reynolds' next delivery, that one's fouled off. So Diaz will be down in the count. Even rather. At 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on first base. That's courtesy runner and Shear. 2-2 delivery. That one called strike 2. The backwards K recorded. First out of the inning now. This will be shortstop Brooklyn Center. She reached first safely last inning due to an error. Her last at bat. It was actually in the bottom of the 4th inning when she last batted. She's going to rip that, and that'll be caught at third. They'll throw back to first for the double play. So that ends the inning as double play clears the base path and takes us to the top of the 7th inning. Still a 3-2 lead for Southern Boone. We'll take a quick break and be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog Tracer, who has been my best friend and my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
Attention Eagles fans, here's your chance to help the student athletes of Southern Boone County by becoming a member of the Southern Boone Booster Club. Your gifts help provide all Southern Boone County athletes with a safe and positive experience while attending our school district, and also help purchase items that our sports team couldn't otherwise afford. You can join the Southern Boone Booster Club this season for as little as $25. Membership is open to everyone. Interested in joining? Look them up on Facebook by searching Southern Boone Booster Club or email them at sbcathleticboosters@gmail.com. Let's go Eagles!
We go to the top of the 7th inning, still a 3-2 score. As first pitch to Jayla Nickerson in there for strike 1. So it'll be batters 7, 8, and 9. Nickerson, Ford, and Kripe. There's going to be a ball that's going to be hit into left field. So leadoff single for Nickerson represents the tying run for the Lady Jays. They're going to have a courtesy runner for her. See who comes out and runs for her. Maybe we don't have a courtesy runner. Maybe we just have a substitution here. This will be the case. So Allison Carwile, the sophomore. They do have a courtesy runner as Lindsay Albright, the junior, comes in to run. First pitch shows bunt, taking strike one for Carwile. So Carwile down in the count, 0-1. She'll show bunt again. She'll take that. They say she did not go around. They do appeal. As coming crashing down from third base is Provost. So 1-1 count. Carwile pulls back at that one. That makes it 2-1. Cruzan trying to reserve this one-run lead. If she can do that, we would get to go home a little early tonight. 2-1 delivery on its way. They're going to pop that foul. So now we'll be even at 2-2 for Carwile. Amelia Kripe, the right fielder, in the on-deck circle. Albright, the courtesy runner, at first base. After Nickerson lined that softball into left field. 2-2 delivery. There's going to be another one fouled back. Got Carwile to reach out for something outside the zone. So again, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning. As that one is going to be inside, so now we're full. At 3 strikes, they do appeal it, say she did not go around. Again, Southern Boone leading by a score of 3-2. Payoff pitch to Carwile. That one upstairs, walked her. So now, runners at first and second. Albright represents the tying run at second. Carwile represents the go-ahead run at first. Right fielder Amelia Kripe steps in. Kripe had a single her last time up. She'll show bunt. And that'll just nick it on the way by. Strike one. They will pull the corners in here, expecting her to try to bunt. 2 on, nobody out here. She'll show bunt again. She'll lay it down. As the glove, Provost does a third throw to Wren at first for out. Number 1. So it goes to a fielder's choice. A 5-4 fielder's choice. So they're going to have a quick meeting in the circle here. This will be center fielder Kaylee Redkay. So runners again, now in scoring position at second and third. Redkay had a hit her last time up. Before that, she had 2 strikeouts. Just shy of 6:30 here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gasaway here with you. We're going to do exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network. Exclusive home of Southern Boone County Athletics, as well as the network home to Hallsville Indian and Lady Indian Athletics. So Redkay will step in. She's got 2 on, 1 out. First pitch, she's going to hit a slow roller. That'll be fouled on the third base line. She'll be down in the count at 0-1. 0-1 delivery. That one swung on, foul tipped back. So Red K will be down to the count at 0-2. Again, one out here, runners on second and third. So we play top of the seventh inning. Southern Boone leading by a score of 3-2. Cruzan looks in. 0-2 delivery on its way. That one just misses. Takes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Red K will step back in. 1-2 delivery on its way. That one foul tipped back, so we'll do the 1-2 again. Southern Boone leading by 1 at 3-2. Southern Boone has 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 2 left on the base path. 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, 4 left on the base path for the Lady Jays. That one fouled off home plate, so we'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strike count. And Albright standing at third base. Standing at second is Carwile. 1-2 delivery. That one just missed low. So now we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This upcoming pitch, this is the 7th pitch of this at bat. 2-2 delivery. That one's going to be hit high in the air. It's coming in on it. Making the grab in foul territory is Porter from left field. So that'll be out number 2. That's a big out right there. So that'll also be Elliott O'Donnell. O'Donnell walked her last time up, otherwise has an 0-for-2 day. Popped out to a shortstop. Struck out as well. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Southern Boone 1-run lead. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Southern Boone looking to close out the inning and close out the game here as they lead 3-2. O'Donnell steps back in. 1-0 delivery. That one down central, evens it at 1 ball, 1 strike. Southern Boone sitting at 14-9 on the season. Lady Jays sitting at 13-15. 1-1 delivery. That one low and away. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Cruzan slips back into the circle. 2-1 delivery on its way. There's going to be a ball that's going to get into center field, and it'll push 1 run across. Now we're tied at 3 apiece. O'Donnell gets an RBI single as she sends that into center field. So now we're tied at 3 apiece. That one's going to be fouled back and out of play as this is pitcher Avery Reynolds. Oh, 1 delivery. That one upstairs. So it's runners on the corners here is O'Donnell at first. Over at third is Carwile. So Reynolds, even at 1-1. Next delivery from Cruzan. That one just missed. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Not sure where it missed at, but it did nonetheless. So 2-1 delivery. That one upstairs. It makes it a 3-1 delivery. And second base is unoccupied, so they do have somewhere to put Reynolds, but I don't know if I'd want the bases loaded. Despite an 0-3 day for Ford, who's in the on-deck circle. That one's going to be popped up. He's going back, making the grab as center for out number 3. That 1 run was pushed across on a couple of hits. No errors, 2 left on the base path. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning as we're tied at 3 apiece. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
Well, Southern Boone has a chance to win it in walk-off fashion. It'll be batters 6, 7, and 8 due up. This will be Provost, then Ussery, then Porter. Any of them could reach, then Wren would be up. So we play tied up bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch low. Ball 1. So we play here just past 6:30 here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gasaway here with you. Bringing exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network. There's going to be a ball that's hit high in the air. It is going to get out of play over on the first base side, so that'll even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Provost will jog back home. So he goes out, picks up her bat, 4 hands to her. So count even at 1 ball at 1 strike. Next delivery. That one called strike 2. You hear the Southern Boone County fans did not like that call. 1 ball, 2 strike count. And nobody out here as we play in the bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 3 runs apiece. Next delivery, there's going to be a slow roller. It's going to be fouled on the third base line. So we still stay at a 1-2 count. Time called is Maya Ford, first baseman, needs to retire shoe. Now she's set. So 1 ball, 2 strike count. 3-3 tie here. In the bottom of the 7th we play. 1-2. There's going to be a ball hit high in the air. Center fielder will come in. She'll make a diving grab for out number 1. Slides down to 1 knee for out number 1. Now this will be center fielder Ashlyn Ussery. So the senior steps in here. They will pull the infield in for her. She's trying to break the 3-3 tie. And we're knotted up here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to her, she'll show bunt. She'll lay it down as it'll be to the pitcher. They'll throw to first. They get the out there as that was a close play, but they call her out. So now we'll go to left fielder Inova Porter. So Porter steps in here. Again, we're tied at 3 runs apiece. First delivery to Porter. She'll show bunt. It'll go foul. Porter will step back in. Down in the count at 0-1. Next delivery, there's going to be a bouncing ball. It'll be gloved at second. She'll throw to first for the out there. As that goes, it's a 4-3 put out to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on the base path. So we'll go to extra innings here as we're tied at 3 apiece. As you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
We go to the top of the 8th inning, still tied at 3 apiece. This will be batters 4, 5, and 6 due up. Ford, Friedman, and Branch. First pitch upstairs and outside, ball 1. And our ball game knotted up at 3 apiece. 1-0 delivery. And one downstairs. Ball 2. So Ford ahead in the count at 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 delivery from Cruzan. That one in there for strike 1. That makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Ford will step back in. 2-1 offering. She's going to foul that one off. So that'll make it even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So we play here top of the 8th inning. Tied at 3 apiece. 2-2 delivery to Ford. She's going to slice that one foul. So we'll still stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, 2 runs scored in the top of the 2nd. 1 run scored in the top of the 7th. So it was do or die time for Lady Jace. They pushed the run across to tie it up 3-3. 2-2 delivery from Cruzan. That one foul tipped back, held on to out number 1. Also be catcher and Emma Friedman. So Friedman steps in. First delivery. That one in there called strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike. Next delivery. That one low, ball 1. Evens the count to 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Again, 1 out here. Branch in the on-deck circle. That one's going to be fouled back, so now we're 1-2. Friedman did have a hit and scored a run in the top of the 2nd inning, then was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Popped out to short in the 6th. 1-2 delivery. That one missed low. So now we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cruzan has her 8th inning of the day here. 2-2 delivery forthcoming. Now it's on its way. That one called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts here. Have 2 outs on the board. This will be third baseman Summer Branch. Branch is 0 for 3. So she steps in here with 2 outs on the board. First delivery. Downstairs, ball 1. So we play here in extra innings. Top of the 8th inning. We play. 1 ball, no strike count. Next delivery. And one down central, called strike 1. So we're even at 1-1. One delivery. There's going to be a bouncing ball. It'll be taken at short. Throw to first. They say in time. So that goes a 6-3 put out in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on the base path. As we will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. As you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Second baseman Addison Wren will be leading off. The batters 9-1-2 due up. As Wren steps in, first pitch, she's going to hit a bouncing ball back to Reynolds. She'll glove, throw to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. So now we'll go back to the top of the lineup in Sydney Turner. So Turner steps in with 1 out on the board. Again, we're tied at 3 runs apiece. First pitch to her. It's going to be low, gets away from the catcher, ball 1. Again, we're tied at 3 apiece. So we play here. In the bottom half of the 8th inning. 1 ball, no strike count. Turner is 1 for 3 today. First pitch, she's going to hit that one hard to the second baseman. She'll glove, throw to first. In time for out number 2. So now we go to pitcher Cruzanne Page. Cruzanne will step in here. 2 outs on the board. Trying to rally her team up as we're tied at 3-3. Lady Jays and the Eagles matching up. First pitch to her downstairs, ball 1. Reynolds. It's Avery Reynolds. In her 8th inning of work as well. 1 ball, no strike count. Reynolds will toe the rubber again. There's going to be a ball hit foul. That's going to get out of play down the third base line, so that'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. And we play here in the bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 3-3. A 1-1 pitch from Reynolds to Cruzanne on its way. That one low and outside. So that takes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, 2 outs here on the board. We're tied at 3 apiece. 2-1 delivery. It's going to be a well-hit ball to left field. Left fielder going back on it. She will make the grab for out number 3. Cruzanne gave it a ride, but not enough to leave the park. It's in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on the base path. We'll head to the 9th inning. Still tied at 3 apiece. We'll take a quick break and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Southern Boone School District, our educators do more than just teach. Lives are being shaped for the future before they even enter a classroom. For students to succeed, it takes an entire district-wide team. Our students need you. Join Southern Boone School District's team today, now offering competitive salaries and benefits for all positions. Visit ashland.k12.mo.us and click on the Employment tab.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
We go to the top of the ninth inning here, still tied at 3 apiece. So it'll be batters 7, 8, and 9 due up. So it'll be Jayla Nickerson. She did have that 2-run home run in the second inning. First pitch to her, down central, called strike one. Still in the circle is Paige Cruzan. Cruzan looks in for the sign as Nickerson gets set. Back in the batter's box. That one down central, called strike two. And playing in the top of the ninth inning here, tied at 3 runs apiece. Cruzan looks in, 0-2 delivery. That one upstairs. One-two delivery on its way. That one's going to be fouled back. So we'll still stay at 1-2. One-two pitch. That's going to be hit back and caught by Cruzan for out number one. As that lined out. Lined out into the glove of Cruzan. As this will be Allison Carwile with one out. She steps in. First pitch in there called strike ball one. Thought it was in there, but the right hand did not come up for strike one. So 1 ball, no strike count. Cruzan again still in the circle. They will pull third base in here. That pitch way upstairs. That makes it 2 balls and no strikes. Carwile walked her only at bat so far as she came in the top of the 7th inning. She's got a 2-0 advantage. Next pitch, she's going to hit that one. It's going to be off the glove of a diving center and into center field. So Carwile will be standing on first base with a 1-out single. It's been a tough play even if center gets a glove on it. So now stepping in, this will be right fielder and Amelia Kripe. So 1 out, runner on first base. First pitch to her, that's going to be a ball. It's going to be hit into shallow center field. It'll be caught by Wren for out number 2. So it'll be 2 outs on the board as Kaylee Redkay will go to the top of the lineup. She will step back in. She is 1 for 4. Thought she had a walk in there, but it was a single. First pitch swung on a miss, strike one. She is 1 for 4 here on the day. So she steps in with 2 outs, runner on first base. 0-1 delivery. That one down central for called strike 2. Again, 2 outs on the board. Redkay playing center field here in today's game. 0-2 offering from Cruzan. On its way. That one's going to be swung on and missed. And the third out is recorded in the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, one left on the base path. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Still tied at 3 apiece. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Well, Gracie Britton leading off the bottom of the ninth inning. It'll be batters 3, 4, and 5. First pitch is in there, called strike one. So Britton will be down in the count at 0-1. As Reynolds entering her ninth inning of work here as we play in the bottom of the ninth inning, still 3-3. Britton steps in, 0-1 delivery. That one low. Inside on our feet, so that'll take it even a 1-1 strike. And both teams knotted at 3 runs apiece here. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Reynolds will look at the play sheet on her wrist. Now look home. 1-1 delivery, that one upstairs. Britton lays off of that. So it'll take the count 2 balls and 1 strike. It's 2-1 offering from Reynolds. Will be forthcoming as Britton digs back in. He gets that bat set, 2-1 delivery. That one in there, called strike 2. Britton thought that was low. So evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reynolds again looks at the pitch call on her wrist. Her 2-2 delivery. That one called strike 3 as Britton is not happy with that strike 3 call. So she is out number 1. Now it's to be designated player, and Emily DeHaas stepping in. Reynolds looks in. First pitch, that one's going to be in there for called strike 1. And the on-deck circle, Brooklyn Center, the shortstop. So we play here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Reynolds, 0-1 delivery on its way. Big swing and a miss there for strike number 2. DeHaas was swinging for the fences there to send us home. The walk-off win in extra innings. Oh, 2 count, 1 out. Next delivery. That one's going to hit her on the knee, so that'll be a 1-out hit by pitch. So Brooklyn Center will step in now. We'll probably should see a courtesy runner here, which we will. So it'll be Lainey Shear. So Shear, the freshman, comes in as a courtesy runner. So Shear comes in. They're going to have a conversation here as head coach for Lady J. Zach Miller comes over, says something to the home plate umpire. They go out and have a quick conversation. Whatever it is, it has been settled. So now Brooklyn Center steps in. She's got one on and one out. She has a chance to send us home a winner here in extra frames. Center, right-handed batter. Now she'll get set up in the box as Reynolds. Long look in. First delivery, going to be a ball foul tipped. So it'll make the count 0-1. Center. Has not had a hit today. Would be a good time to pick that first one up. No balls and one strike to count. And runner on first base. One out on the board. They're going to take second base as coming in there with a stolen base is Shear. So now it'll be a runner in scoring position at second base with Shear. At second, pitch was a ball, so evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. One out, runner on second base. 1-1 count. Center will dig back in. 1-1 delivery. She's going to foul that one off. She'll be down in the count at 1-2. Third baseman Paige Provost, she's in the on-deck circle. Then due up would be Ashlyn Ussery. So 1 ball, 2 strike count. Again, 1 out, runner on second base. That's Shear as a courtesy runner. Next delivery, it's going to be a bouncing ball. They'll glove at shortstop to get the out there. They'll throw to third, so Shear will be out, number 2. Well, this will be Paige Provost as center standing on first base. That fielder's choice. Straight up 7 o'clock here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gaz will be here with you. Bringing exclusive coverage of Southern Boone Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network. First delivery is going to be a bouncing ball hit to third. The glove throw to first in time. So Provost is retired. 1 pitch. That was a 5-3 putout. Well, in the inning, there were no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on the base path. We'll go to the 10th. As you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
We need you. We need you. We need you.
We need you, now more than ever.
The Southern Boone School District is hiring part-time bus drivers for route athletics and activities with no experience necessary. Our drivers enjoy flexible work hours, paid on-site CDL training, and paid time off, all while helping our community. The position offers competitive pay. Go visit sbschools.us/employment.
We need you.
In today's world, injury prevention is at the top of everyone's list. However, heat-related occurrences get routinely overlooked. Zealous WBGT puts that front and center. By using cutting-edge formulas and technology, Zealous WBGT streamlines and simplifies obtaining and documenting wet bulb globe temperature readings. With a simple touch of a button, you can check WBGT anywhere in the world, receiving alerts when the WBGT goes over the threshold you select. Join the stress-free way to protect student-athletes, employees, and overall operations from extreme heat by downloading the free Zealous WBGT app today. Save time, save money, save lives with Zealous WBGT.
Well, we go to the top of the 10th inning. Still tied at 3 apiece. It'll be batters 2, 3, and 4 due up. First pitch to O'Donnell is a bouncing ball taken at third. Throw to first in time for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now stepping in, this pitcher in Avery Reynolds. She has walked, popped out to the shortstop twice. Had a double play. She's going to hit that off the end of the bat. It's coming in, making the grab as Turner in right field. So 2 pitches and 2 outs. Now this will be first baseman Amaya Ford. She is 0 for 4 with a strikeout, a pop out to center field, a strikeout, and a strikeout. Is her line here for today. She's done a great job holding down first base, though. First pitch, strike one. She's had some good snags over there on some balls that were a little high, a little low, so she's done a great job at first base. 0-1 offering from Cruzan. That one's going to be fouled out of play, so that'll get over the net, just squeaks across there. Makes it no balls and 2 strikes. Again, as we play here in the top of the 10th inning, if we have to go to 11, I'm going to have to get more score sheets because my score sheet only goes to 10. So no balls, 2 strikes. Cruzan's next delivery misses, ball 1. So that takes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. So she will dig back in. Does Ford. Next delivery, that one's going to be fouled back. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Cruzan pitching in her 10th inning here today. Game started in daylight. Now almost dark. There's going to be a well-hit ball to right field. Turner going back on it, going back. She will make the grab just shy of the fence for out number 3. That looked like that might have got out of the ballpark, but Turner tracks it down for long out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th inning. It is still tied at 3 apiece. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on the base path. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. The state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
Southern Boone will bring in batters 7, 8, and 9 here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Ussery, Porter, and Wren. First pitch to Ussery was in the turf for ball 1. As Reynolds' next offering, there's going to be a slow roller. Third will glove, throw to first in time for out number 1. They did have third base pulled in. That goes a 5-3 put out. Now this will be left fielder and Nova Porter. So Porter steps in here. She's looking for her first hit of the day. It'd be a good time for her to gather that in. She'll bunt. She'll lay it down back to Reynolds. She'll barehand throw to first. In time for out number 2. So now this will be Addison Wren, the second baseman, stepping in. She also looking for her first hit as she is 0 for 3 here today. So 2 outs on the board here as we play in the bottom of the 10th. First pitch, she's going to hit a slow roller back to the pitcher. She'll glove, throw to first for out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down. And we will go to the 11th inning as no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on the base path. Tied at 3. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog tracer, who has been my best friend and my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
Attention Eagles fans, here's your chance to help the student athletes of Southern Boone County by becoming a member of the Southern Boone Booster Club. Your gifts help provide all Southern Boone County athletes with a safe and positive experience while attending our school district, and also help purchase items that our sports team couldn't otherwise afford. You can join the Southern Boone Booster Club this season for as little as $25. Membership is open to everyone. Interested in joining? Look them up on Facebook by searching Southern Boone Booster Club or email them at sbcathleticboosters@gmail.com. Let's go Eagles!
Well, Cruzan entering her 11th inning of work here, as we are still playing here in the top of the 11th inning. This will be batters 5, 6, and 7 due up. First pitch was in there, strike one. That one misses, ball one. This is Friedman. That pitch misses, ball two. Friedman, the catcher. Apologize here, I got to write everything else in the next page of my scorebook. There's going to be a well-hit ball to left field, as tracking it down, couldn't make the grab on it, was Porter. She was trying to make the running grab. It'll be a leadoff double for Friedman as she hits that to the wall. She'll be standing at second base now with nobody out. So now this will be third baseman Summer Branch. So they are going to bring in a courtesy runner here. This will be Deja Mays as a courtesy runner, a sophomore. First time we've seen her here in the game. So stepping in now again is Branch. She'll lay down a bunt as Cruzan will glove, throw to first in time. Wren covering the bag. That'll be one out, but the go-ahead run does move to third base. So now this will be Jayla Nickerson. She had the two-run home run in the top of the second inning. Again, tied at 3 apiece, however. Go ahead run at third base. First pitch upstairs to Nickerson, ball one. That pitch in there for called strike one, so now we're even. One ball and one strike. Again, playing here in the top of the 11th inning. That one's going to be hit, and it'll get down and score. The go-ahead run as it goes into left field as an RBI single for Nickerson. She's got 3 RBIs today. That scores a courtesy runner from third base. This will be Allison Carwile. First pitch to her is ball one. She'll hit that one, a bouncing ball to third. Glove throw to first for out number 2. It's a 5-3 put out. Now this will be right fielder Amelia Kripe. That pitch misses, ball one. Kripe will be heading the count 1-0. Again, 4-3 lead now for the Lady Jays. That one down in the dirt. I'll make it a 2-0 count now. That one's going to be a hit foul towards the dugout for the Lady Jays. So that'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, as we play here in the top of the 11th, that one fouled back. It'll get out of play. So now we're even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cruzan looks back in. 2 outs on the board. Runner on second base. That one's going to be a ball that's going to be knocked down by center at shortstop. She'll throw to first, safe there. The run will come home. It'll score as sliding in and getting the run is Nickerson. As Britton have a collision at the plate. They say out, or run is safe. So it makes it a 5-3 lead. Now we'll go back to the top of the lineup in Kaylee Redkay. Redkay stepping in, 2 outs on the board. Her team leads 5-3. It's a bouncing ball, diving glove at third, throw to second for the out there, and that will end the inning as it goes as a 5-4 putout. So we will go to the bottom of the 11th inning. It's a 5-3 lead for the Lady Jays. Take a quick break and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
We will go to the bottom of the 11th now. We batters 1, 2, and 3 due up. And Southern Boone has to push 2 runs across to tie it up. 3 to walk off and win. First pitch to Turner, ball 1 as that was downstairs. It's a 5-3 lead in favor of the Lady Jays. There's going to be a ball fouled out of play over our heads. So that'll make the count even at 1-1. Reynolds looks back in. A 1-1 delivery on its way. That one's going to be a foul ball, so we'll do it again. So that'll make it a 1-ball, 2-strike count. And Reynolds still in the circle for the Lady Jays. There's going to be a bouncing ball. It'll be gloved at second, throw to first for out number 1. It's a 4-3 put out. So now this will be Paige Cruzan. Gracie Britton in the on-deck circle. One out on the board here as Cruzan steps in. First pitch is out of the zone for ball 1. There's going to be a ball hit into left field. That's going to get down for a single as Cruzan gets a 1-out single to left field. She represents cutting that deficit in half. The tying run steps in with Gracie Britton at home plate. So Britton steps in here. She represents the tying run. First delivery to her, downstairs and inside, ball 1. So 1-0 offering from Reynolds will be forthcoming to Britton. On its way, there's going to be a ball hit to center field as that will go over the wall as we're tied at 5 runs apiece as a 2-run home run goes over the left center field wall as Britton ties it up with one swing of the bat. As she sends that over the wall and the 2 runs tie us up at 5 apiece. So that ties the game up at 5 apiece here as we play in the bottom of the 11th. Now this will be Emily Dehas, the designated player, stepping in. She represents the winning walk-off run. First pitch to her. That one's going to be a well-hit ball. Center fielder going to her left. She'll make the grab for out number 2. Now this will be Brooklyn Center, the shortstop, stepping in. They're going to have a quick meeting in the circle here. So again, tied up for the 3rd time today. Tied at 2 apiece, tied at 3 apiece, now tied at 5 apiece as we play here in the bottom of the 11th inning. So Center steps in here, 2 outs, tied 5 apiece. She's going to foul that one out of play. Strike 1. And 2 runs plated here in the top of the frame, top of the 11th for Lady Jays. 2 runs plated in the bottom for Southern Boone. Next delivery from Reynolds. That one low. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. We play here again, extra inning affair. It's 1 ball, 1 strike count. Reynolds still in the circle for Lady Jays. That one misses low. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Reynolds looks in. There's going to be a bouncing ball off of Reynolds' leg, and center will be safe at first base. Center will have an infield hit there. So now this will be third baseman Paige Provost stepping in. Center represents the winning run at first base. Provost playing third base here tonight. She'd like to drive in the winning run here in this bottom of the 11th inning. First pitch to her down central, called strike 1. It was an early 2-0 Lady Jays lead, and Southern Boone tied it up at 2-0, pushed another run across, took the 3-2 lead. And in the top of the 7th, the Jays scored a tying run at 3-3. And then in the top of the 11th, they scored 2 more. As that ball is going to be bounced to third. Glove at first. High throw, but first baseman was able to put the glove on it as that goes as a 5-3 putout. Well, in the inning, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 left on the base path. We'll go to the top of the 12th inning as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Well, we go to the top of the 12th inning here. Tied now at 5 apiece. This will be batters 2, 3, and 4. O'Donnell, Reynolds, and Ford. And Cruzan still in the circle for Southern Boone. First pitch in there, called strike 1. Next delivery, that one missed, so we'll go even at 1 ball and 1 strike. O'Donnell leading off here, batters 2, 3, and 4. There's going to be a ball that's going to be hit at first base. Lang will get underneath it, out number 1. So now this will be pitcher and Avery Reynolds. Again, as I said, we play here in the top of the 12th inning. This is the last game this week for Southern Boone. They play on Monday as a regular season finale. That in there for called strike 1. Regular season finale before we start district play on Wednesday. 0-1 offering from Cruzan. That one in there called strike 2. Britton was looking to appeal, but no need to as home plate umpire sent strike number 2. So no balls and 2 strikes again here, top of the 12th. There's going to be a ball hit a mile in the air, but foul. So we'll still stay at 0-2. Next pitch, there's going to be a bouncing ball. Center will glove it short, throw to first, as ball is not there in time, as it'll be a one-out single. So now stepping in, this is Amaya Ford. So Ford will step in here in the winning run. Go ahead run, I should say. At first base, his first pitch in there, strike one. Reynolds on the first base after getting that single. Ford at bat. She's down in the count 0-1. Cruzan's next delivery. That one's going to be hit foul over the first base dugout. So Ford will be down in the count at 0-2. Friedman is due up next. And no balls, 2 strikes the count. 1 out here. We're just shy of 7:30 here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gasway here with you. There's going to be a ball hit back to Cruzan as she will glove for out number 2. So that was to be Friedman, the catcher. She had a double, had a courtesy runner come in for her, and scored later on in the top of the 11th. We play here top of the 12th, tied 5-5. First pitch, Friedman down low, ball 1. Blake Gasway here with you on this extra inning affair as we play top of the 12th inning, tied at 5 apiece. Next delivery, down central, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. In junior varsity games scheduled after the completion of this varsity game, barring we don't go to too many extra innings and both teams have to use up their reserves. That one just a little low and outside. I'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Don't think they'd have to go that far, but you never know. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Next pitch, that one misses low and inside, ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike to count. In tonight's game, the Brooklyn Strong game. There's going to be a ball that's going to be hit over the head of Wren at second base as it'll get into right field. Turner misplays it. The run is going to come home. The throw will be cut off and not there. And now the Lady Jays take a 6-5 lead. Friedman hits that into shallow right field. It's an RBI. I'll have a courtesy runner again. Asia Mays will come in to run. And 2 outs on the board. As Reynolds able to score all the way from second base. That's a Summer Branch. First pitch to her. She'll pop that down the third base line. Provost unable to get to it in foul territory, so it'll just be a strike. But no balls and 1 strike to count. Again, we play in the 12th inning here. There's 0-1 offering. That one's going to be in there for called strike 2. Southern Boone looking to get out of this inning, only giving up 1 run. Oh-2 delivery. There's going to be a well-hit ball as that will get over the head of the center fielder as they'll send 1 run in. It'll be an RBI double. 2 runs again plated here in the top of the 12th inning. Back to a 2-run cushion at 7-5. That goes as an RBI double. So now stepping in, this will be Jayla Nickerson, the shortstop. She had an RBI single her last time up. She later scored in the frame as well. First pitch to her downstairs, ball one. But just like the top of the 11th, 2 runs plated here in the top of the 12th. Cruzan looks in. 1-0 delivery. That one misses, ball 2. Carwile in the on-deck circle for the Lady Jays. 2-0 delivery. That one's going to be sliced foul. That'll get out of play. So I'll take the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one delivery on its way. That one upstairs. So now it'll make it a 3-1 count. It's 3 balls and 1 strike now. We play here, top of the 12th. It's a 7-5 2-run lead for the Lady Jays. So they plated 2 runs. They're looking for more as they've got a runner on second with 2 outs. Now they'll have 2 runners on with 2 outs as that pitch missed a walk issued to Nickerson. So now this will be Allison Carwile. So Carwile steps in. She's stepping in here with 2 outs, 2 runners on. First delivery, she'll take that one outside the zone, ball 1. Right fielder Amelia Kripe is in the on-deck circle. A 1 ball, no strike count. That one's going to be fouled back into the netting. So that'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's a 2-run lead now for the Lady Jays. 1-1 delivery. That one's fouled back, so that'll make it a 1 ball, 2 strike count. It's Cruzan entering her 12th inning of work, trying to close out her 12th inning of work, I should say. Cruzan looks in. 1-2 delivery. That one's going to be popped up, foul, and it'll not be caught. So we'll still stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just a little bit further than what Britton could reach. And playing in the top of the 12th. 1-2 delivery. There's going to be a ball that's going to be caught at third base by Provost for out number 3. Well, in the inning, a couple runs were plated. On 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on the base path. We will go to the bottom of the 12th. It's a 7-5 lead. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Southern Boone County Eagles softball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Well, we go here to the bottom of the 12th inning. Lead is 2 runs. Advantage for the Lady Jays as they lead 7-5. So we'll go to batters 7, 8, and 9. As lead off with Ussery, Porter, then Wren. First delivery is going to be a slow roller back to Reynolds. She'll glove, throw to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Reynolds is in her 12th inning of work here today. So this will be Nova Porter stepping in. Nope, that'll be Cammie Wobie. So it'll be a pinch hitter here. So Wobie steps in here. Wobie, a sophomore for Southern Boone. She steps in with her team trailing 2 runs, 1 out on the board. First pitch to her, big swing and a miss for strike 1. Reynolds looking to get a complete game that went into extras. 0-1 delivery. That one misses, so we go even at 1 ball, 1 strike. And we're playing here in the bottom of the 12th. Reynolds will check the pitch call on her wrist. 1-1 delivery. That one called strike 2. It's about the longest softball game I have called in a number of years. So we're entering almost the 2-hour and 40-minute mark for the game. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Next pitch. That one just missed. So we go even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So count sits at 2-2, 1 out. Southern Boone trailing by 2 at 7-5. 2-2 delivery on its way. That one called strike 3, and Wobie is rang up with a backwards K. Now this will be Addison Wren. She has got to get a rally going here for Southern Boone. And Southern Boone down to their last out here. They trail 7-5 here in the bottom of the 12th. Wren steps in left-hand side. She's set to go. Now she steps out as Reynolds taking too long for Wren's liking to get the play call in. Reynolds is set on the rubber. First delivery. Wren's going to hit that. It's going to get down. It'll be gloved as short throw to first. They say the out there as that goes as a 6-3 put out for out number 3. Leading no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on the base path as the Jays will get the victory by a final of 7-5 in a game that needed 12 innings before we could know who was going to get the victory. 12 innings put in here today. As it goes as a loss. Loss for Southern Boone as their record drops to 14-10 on the season. For the Lady Jays, they move to 14-15 on the season, as they needed to go to 12 innings, a full 12 innings, before they could get the victory. But the Jays do get it in the win column. As for Southern Boone, they will be back in action on Monday as Osage comes to town. That'll be the Lady Indians here, as that'll be the regular season and the home finale, as that game's set for a 5 o'clock first pitch. Pregame starting at about 4:50, with first pitch coming at 5 o'clock, as that'll be our next softball broadcast. We'll be off tomorrow and then have football on the air on Friday as Southern Boone goes to Hallsville in the Show Me Sports Network Showdown. Hallsville and Southern Boone matching up at Hallsville. That'll be pregame starting at 6:30 with kickoff set for 7 o'clock. We'll have exclusive broadcast coverage here on the Show Me Sports Network. For Southern Boone, also have the call on our sister channel, the Show Me Sports Network 1 or SMSN1. They will have the Hallsville coverage, so they will have the Hallsville side of things. We'll have the Southern Boone side of things. So that is going to do it for our broadcast here this evening, as we needed to go to 12 innings, but the Lady Jays get the 7-5 victory in 12 innings of play for the Show Me Sports Network. I'm Blake Gasaway until we talk to you on Friday for Southern Boone County Eagles football broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network. So long and have a great evening.